Hello friends, thank you for choosing to watch this video. Please support us by watching this video, liking it, and leaving a comment. You are helping us with a humanitarian project. By subscribing to our channel and with your support, we can help those in need in the near future. We kindly ask you to support this initiative. This video is prepared in 3 parts. The first part is a program called Time Tunnel, which will take us from today to the distant past. The second part includes a motivational story for a life of progress. The third part introduces a hero who may still influence our lives even after their death. In the comments, you will tell us who, besides the hero from the third part, had the most influence on our lives and which historical event had the greatest impact on us. Your engagement not only fuels this video, but also helps us to expand our humanitarian efforts and support those in critical need. Together we can make a difference, turning your likes and shares into real help for those who require it most. On this day, world leaders convened at the United Nations to discuss the climate crisis and its effects on various communities. The President of the United States called for more decisive actions to combat global warming, while European leaders emphasized the importance of investing in renewable energy sources. 5 years ago today, Greta Thunberg, the young climate activist, delivered a powerful speech at the UN Climate Summit, condemning world leaders for their inaction on climate change. Her address inspired millions of young people worldwide and sparked a wave of climate protests across the globe. 10 years ago today, the first cases of the Ebola virus were confirmed in the US, marking a significant global public health emergency. This outbreak raised widespread concerns and led to international efforts to contain the deadly virus. The response to the Ebola outbreak involved extensive international collaboration and highlighted the importance of global health readiness. The discussions at the United Nations also focused on how climate change disproportionately affects vulnerable communities around the world. On September 27, 2024, the United Nations Human Rights Council holds crucial elections with representatives gathered to discuss global human rights policies. As the election unfolds, the air quality crisis in Delhi reaches alarming levels, leading to stern criticism from the Supreme Court of India regarding officials' inaction. In Kashmir, the region encounters its driest season in decades, posing a severe threat to rain-dependent agriculture and raising urgent concerns about climate change. Simultaneously, a widespread cholera outbreak in Sudan exacerbates the humanitarian crisis, complicated by ongoing armed conflicts and severe flooding. As these significant events unfold, activists rally for change, urging leaders to prioritize human rights and environmental protection on the global stage. The outcomes of today's events will shape the future, influencing the next generation's understanding of human rights and the urgent need for environmental stewardship. India reported its first confirmed case of the Mpox virus with the new and more dangerous Clade 1b variant, prompting health advisories across the country. In Bihar, India, severe flooding has caused the collapse of a newly constructed bridge, raising concerns about infrastructure integrity in the face of worsening weather patterns. 1 year ago today, devastating floods hit Libya, claiming thousands of lives and leaving many homeless after one of the strongest Mediterranean storms in recent history. Simultaneously, in Europe and Ukraine, the war entered a critical phase as Ukrainian forces intensified their counteroffensives against Russian occupation. Health officials continue to monitor the situation closely, urging the public to remain vigilant and adhere to safety guidelines to prevent further spread of the Mpox virus. In response to the flooding in Bihar, local authorities are mobilizing resources to assess the damage and develop strategies for infrastructure resilience moving forward. Humanitarian organizations have stepped up their efforts in Libya, providing essential supplies and support to those affected by the catastrophic floods. 25 years ago today, East Timor achieved independence after years of struggle in a UN-supervised referendum. 50 years ago today, President Richard Nixon resigned due to the Watergate scandal, one of the greatest political crises in American history. 75 years ago today, the People's Republic of China was established under the leadership of Mao Zedong, signaling a profound shift in the political landscape of the country and the world. 100 years ago today, the Geneva Protocol banning the use of chemical and biological weapons was signed, marking a significant step in international warfare conventions. This concludes our series of important historical events from the past centuries. The historical journey has concluded, encapsulating pivotal moments and shifts in global history. As we reflect on these historical milestones, we recognize their lasting impact on today's world and the continuous evolution of societies. Educating future generations about these pivotal events ensures that we remember the lessons learned and strive for progress in human rights and governance. On this day, we remember the posthumous honor bestowed upon British explorer David Livingstone for his significant contributions to African exploration. This day marks 200 years since the first international scientific conference was held in Europe, a pivotal moment for advancing natural sciences and new discoveries. Today we commemorate 250 years since the First Continental Congress met in Philadelphia, laying the crucial groundwork for the American Revolutionary Movement. 300 years ago today, the first English colonies were established in the Caribbean, which would later become vital British territories. 150 years ago today, British explorer David Livingstone was posthumously honored for his contributions to African exploration. 200 years ago today, the first international scientific conference was held in Europe, marking a significant milestone in the history of science. 250 years ago today, the First Continental Congress convened in Philadelphia, laying the groundwork for the American Revolutionary Movement. On this day, 400 years ago, Dutch explorers set foot on the coasts of Africa for the first time, laying the groundwork for transformative political and economic changes in the region. 500 years ago today, Italian explorer Giovanni da Verrazzano arrived on the shores of America, paving the way for the colonization efforts that would follow. These significant historical events remind us how a single day can profoundly shape societies and alter the course of human progress across the globe. Now that you have liked the video and subscribed, we welcome you to the third part. Now you can leave a comment by guessing the name of this person. Also, share your opinion about the video with us. Your support will encourage us to continue. Thank you for being part of our journey. We hope you enjoyed this segment and look forward to bringing you more exciting content. Stay tuned for more amazing videos coming soon. Make sure to follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes updates. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Mark your calendars for our next video premiere. We can't wait to share our next adventure with you. Thank you for helping us reach new milestones together. Your support has paved the way for our incredible journey. We are grateful for each and every one of you. We love hearing your feedback and seeing your thoughts. One day, a man was passing by an elephant camp and noticed that the huge elephants were tied with only a thin rope to the ground, without any chains. Surprised, the man asked a trainer, "Why don't these elephants break free? This rope can't hold them." The trainer replied, "When these elephants were young, this rope was enough to stop them. Now that they've grown up, they still believe they can't escape." The elephants were still tied to the limitations of their childhood, even though reality had changed. Sometimes our old beliefs and mental limitations hold us back from success. We need to let go of past fears and negative beliefs to move forward. This realization inspires a journey of growth and change, reminding us that we hold the power to break free from our own mental restraints. Now that you have liked the video and subscribed, we welcome you to the third part. Now you can leave a comment by guessing the name of this person. Also, share your opinion about the video with us. Your support will encourage us to continue. Thank you for being part of our journey. We hope you enjoyed this segment and look forward to bringing you more exciting content. Stay tuned for more amazing videos coming soon. Make sure to follow us on social media for behind-the-scenes updates. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Mark your calendars for our next video premiere. We can't wait to share our next adventure with you. Thank you for helping us reach new milestones together. Your support has paved the way for our incredible journey. We are grateful for each and every one of you. We love hearing your feedback and seeing your thoughts. On a cold February day in the 19th century, a boy was born into a hardworking middle-class family. From a young age, he was curious and passionate, but he struggled to connect with the education system of his time. Teachers labeled him as unconventional and dull-witted. However, his mother, who had complete faith in his abilities, decided to educate him at home. This decision not only transformed the boy's life, but also set him on a new path. Instead of engaging with dry textbook lessons, the young boy became fascinated with learning from the world around him. He was enchanted by science and technology and began earning money by working on the railroads during his teenage years. He spent every penny he earned on scientific books and outfitting a small laboratory in one of the train cars. With each new experiment he conducted, he grew closer to the unknown, fueling his passion for learning. The young boy's relentless curiosity and thirst for knowledge began to illuminate the path that would ultimately lead him to change the world. His early struggles with education transformed into a relentless pursuit of knowledge, paving the way for future innovations. One day, an unfortunate incident occurred. During one of his journeys, he lost part of his hearing. This event was shocking for him, but instead of succumbing to despair, he found strength in his physical limitation. He would tell himself, "Perhaps my ears cannot hear the world, but my mind can still understand it." This mindset propelled him toward deeper scientific exploration and research, intensifying his determination to fulfill his dreams. In his youth, he entered the world of telegraphy and communications. This field was challenging and complex, offering him the opportunity to focus his mind on solving technical problems. He quickly honed his skills and soon registered his first inventions. These innovations were intriguing and unique due to his creativity, but the world was not yet ready to embrace them. He knew that one day, his inventions would transcend the limits of their time. Despite the initial rejection, Bell's unwavering belief in his work drove him to continue innovating. His dedication ultimately led to breakthroughs that reshaped communication forever. Years passed and he established a laboratory that became a hub for groundbreaking inventions. In this laboratory, he managed to create a device that could record and play back the human voice for the first time. This astonishing achievement brought him global fame and marked him as a prominent inventor. However, despite these successes, he was still not satisfied and sought even greater goals. He worked tirelessly on this project, facing numerous setbacks along the way. Some claimed it was impossible, but he always smiled and said, "I do not fail. I simply discover ways that do not work." This phrase became a philosophy for his life. Finally, after thousands of experiments and relentless effort, he succeeded in creating a device that would transform the world. He was able to bring light into a dark room. This invention not only changed people's lives, but also heralded a new era in human history. Now, nights in streets and homes were filled with light, and lives were transformed. A sense of joy and fulfillment filled his heart, knowing he was getting closer to realizing his dream. He dreamt of a day when every home, every street, and every corner of the world would be illuminated. He was not only pursuing personal success, but also striving to show others that failure is merely a step in the journey of learning. He faced numerous setbacks along the way. Despite the challenges, he maintained his belief that each setback brought him closer to success. His relentless efforts finally paid off, transforming not only his life, but the lives of countless others. The streets were filled with laughter and joy as people enjoyed the benefits of his groundbreaking invention. His dream of illuminating every home and street was becoming a reality. The world was now illuminated by his genius, forever changing the way people lived and experienced their nights. He had not only achieved his dream, but also inspired generations to come. Through his journey, he became a beacon of inspiration for aspiring creators all over the world. His legacy lived on, encouraging future generations to dream big and pursue their passions. His impact resonated far beyond his time, shaping the course of technological advancements.